Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible.
I think the real question you should ask yourself is, why not you? I mean, you got the talent, the skills, the brains. You got all the potential in the world, but you don't even believe in yourself.
And don't rely on anybody to believe in you. Don't rely on anybody to push you or make you better. Believe in yourself and only yourself.
There's nothing wrong with having confidence. There's nothing wrong with being delusional. There's nothing wrong with seeing things that people don't see.
Don't fear failure. Dream big. Work hard.
That's how you fucking do something worthwhile. That's how you beat the fucking odds.
And allow that human being to make you a better person. Live your life with character, honor, and discipline.
You know, have the consistency to make something that's real to you, real life. So believe in yourself, stay consistent, and it'll happen.
The first time I bought a Rolex, I was worth probably $10 million when I bought a Rolex Day. This exact Ferragamo shoe from 16 years ago. The first time I bought this, I was making $300,000 a year. Guys are buying Ferragamo shoes making 50 grand a year. For what? You don't have that kind of money. I drove a Ford Focus until I had $250,000 in the bank. Why the hell am I going to drive a nice car? For what? Who am I trying to impress? But nobody talks about this with us. So since 21 years old, I've gone to 4 to 10 business conferences. Every year like clockwork, I invited my friends, I invited my family, I invited everybody, and everybody would say, next year, I got my girlfriend's anniversary, I got my birthday. It didn't matter what it fell on. Since 21 years old, I went to 4 to 10 business conferences every year. You know why? Because I wanted to have this thing elevate.
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
You have to ask a millionaire.
What do you mean?
I'm a billionaire.
You're a billionaire?
Yeah.
How old were you when you became a billionaire?
Oh, in my 50s.
And what line of business were you in?
The hospitality business.
What were you doing in hospitality?
I own hotels. Hilton owns my company today. It was worth $3.3 billion.
What was one of the toughest decisions that you had to make?
If somebody lied to a customer, you have to be able to hold the line in your brand. And I had to fire my #1 salesperson in the world because they created a cancer within the organization. And everyone says, no, you can't fire that person. Don't remove that person. When I removed that person from the organization, we grew by 20%. Tough decision. Everyone said, don't do it. I did it. That's what leaders do. And you need brass balls to do that. It takes decades to build a brand. It takes minutes to kill a brand. It's all about integrity. If you lie to me, you bust my trust. Don't bust my trust. It's the most important concept in my ethos. If I find somebody that is not a person of integrity, they're dead to me. Our brand is sacrosanct. We don't tarnish the brand. And if someone around you hurts your brand, they don't respect you. Respect is very important.
For most of us on Nickelodeon, we don't get residuals. It literally says in the contract, if Elon gets us to Mars and they show Drake and Josh, it's impossible for me to get paid for it.
So no one on the show gets residuals?
Well, the guest stars.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's people who said 2 lines on 1 episode that still get checks in the mail. Josh and I, not a dime. Netflix just bought it, it's top 10 on Netflix, and I gotta figure out how to pay my rent this month.
A billionaire friend of mine told me that it's entirely possible that some of these guys are trillionaires, some of these Middle Eastern guys. He's like, you've never seen wealth like this. It's insane. Do you know in the United Arab Emirates, they make it rain every week? They see the clouds.
Really?
They make it rain because they're in the desert. And they're like, I don't like this. I like it to rain.
How much is your tuition? 48,000 pounds per year.
What?
I got admitted into Oxford University and I got money to pay my tuition fee.
$48,000?
I mean, it's Oxford, bro. It's Oxford University.
What the f*** is Oxford University?
I mean, the best university in the world, bro.
Where's that at?
In Oxford.
How the f*** is that even payable? Is that true?
Bro, come on.
I thought it was like 8,000, 10,000, 55,000 to go to Oxford University.
I auditioned for America's Got Talent. I got told that
it sounded to me like a bunch of rats being strangled. Seriously, that bad.
And I was devastated. I held it together on stage, trying not to cry. And then I ran into the bathroom and I just sunk to the floor and I sobbed until they came in and found me and they're like, we're closing up, you gotta go. But there's that inner voice and it told me, you're not done yet. I kept moving forward and I ended up discovering YouTube. I put some videos out, they went viral for the time and changed my life. Looking back on it, thank heavens I didn't win America's Got Talent. Like, you're locked into these contracts that are really rough, and I never would have been able contractually to start my YouTube channel.
How did he pass away? I don't know. I personally don't know. I read something about kratom. I personally don't know. Bro, when I found out he passed away, my last day with him was perfect because it was divine, bro. Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. It was literally divine. He had a trip. He came back. He walked in. I was like, Coach! I gave him a hug, and bro, just the way I was talking, bro, I don't know why, I don't know how, but I told him, I was like, man, coach, like, I thought you were gonna leave me. I thought you were gonna leave me for good. And then the next day he passed away.
Yeah, that's fucking.
But like, and like me just giving him such a long hug. Like, I'm talking, bro, such a long hug. Like, we usually always hug, you know, like I'll dap him up and I'll hug him. I'm a hugger, bro. And like when we first met, he's like, man, as soon as you hug me, he's like, man, I really like this guy because he's a hugger, and I'm a hugger too. But yeah, bro, that last day, I never knew it was gonna be the last.
I became a millionaire at early 17. I sparked that first stream up. I had that one viewer, and that viewer made me keep going. Week 2, I started averaging 4 viewers. Week 3, 8 viewers. Week 4, 20 viewers. I kind of gave them everything that I had to my old life and just put everything onto my stream. I streamed every day. My mom, she's like, what are you doing? Blah, blah. Well, she told me to quit or I'm leaving. Like, you can't do this at my house. So I'm like, I'm out. Really? Once I start something, I'm not stopping. I moved to my dad in Detroit, then I kept going, and I got here.
There was a guy who his entire investment strategy explained in an interview. He's like, okay, so what I do is I find a city and I find the main street, because usually there's a main street that goes through the middle of the city. It's the oldest street, whatever. It's like, and then I take a ruler and I go out 30 miles and then I buy all that land and then I wait 20 years.
How did you live on $50 a day?
There's this pizza place just recently closed down called Zeppi's Pizza. They had a gig where it was a deep dish, and if you ate the whole pizza, you'd get the pizza for free, and they'd put your name on the wall. So I found this out, and so I go over and crush a pizza. The guy's like, wow, that's crazy. Went back the next night, did it again. The guy's like, wow, that's crazy. Went back the next night, the guy was running out of pizza trays. He's like, dude, if you want a free slice, just... Yeah.
70% of the motels in the country are under Patel ownership. What happened was a small number of Patels came into the United States in the early 70s, the refugees. They realized that if we buy a really small motel, 10, 12, 14 room motel, the family can live in 1 or 2 rooms and the family can do all the work. You know?
It's a job and a house together.
Yeah, so basically cooking, cleaning, front desk, laundry. And because they had no costs, they were able to charge nightly rates that were lower than all the neighboring motels. So what would happen is the Patel-owned motel would be running 100% occupancy. The other motels couldn't match that rate because they'd lose money. And as their nephew came of age, they would help him out to buy his own motel. And then the nephew would get it going, and then the next one, the next one. You run this for 50 years, and they've actually gone up market now. So a lot of the Hiltons, Marriotts, Westons, if you really look, you'll find it's under Patel ownership. And then they went into 7-Eleven.
Is it scary when people get to a level of wealth that they can kind of have anything?
In my experiences, I'll get invited to these parties at a really nice house, but there'll be 50 servants, 5 people to answer the door, 6 people that just specialize in toast. Just ridiculous shit, right?
Yeah.
And although I'm like, how do you live like this? Like, I have too big a house, and so you have to have people there to clean it, and there's no privacy just with that.
Dude, I remember when I first got a clean lady to come once a week, I helped her like the first month. I felt horrible.
Did you guys take anything from the set? Any piece of your costume or anything like that?
There was a massive Avengers A, which is outside the Avengers Center. I have it. I said, why is this in England? Send it back to LA. I'll put it in my office. They're like, seriously? I said, yeah, I'll wait.
And it's there?
I have it.
I've got a set of web shooters from the Spider-Man suit, which Marvel don't know about, but they do now. These are big ones. I've got Tony Stark's glasses. I tried to take a suit once, but it's a little bit difficult to walk out of the set in a Spider-Man suit.
I took everything. Okay. Yeah. No, I ain't taking nothing.
Yeah.
I have the beads, the Kimoyo beads.
Oh, those
I
are
actually have
beads.
them on right now.
Oh.
They gave me the shield, they gave me the cowl. I'm gonna ask for the full suit. I never asked for the full suit. Hemsworth got the full suit. I want the full suit.
How many hammers do you have?
About 5.
5 hammers?
One's in the toilet, next to the toilet if you need some assistance with that.
So it's like a toilet paper holder.
It is now.
Is it really in your bathroom? Yeah, one of them. Often people stay there a little longer, and I think it's because of the hammer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's maybe the food we've given them or something.
I wonder if American Airlines has lifetime passes. And I call and I said, do you guys sell lifetime passes? And they're like, yeah, let us connect you to the Air Pass department. I spent $125,000 and I got a lifetime pass on American Airlines for me and anybody else to go anywhere we want, first class for the rest of our lives.
Best advice is do what you love and the rest will come. Always grow, always be willing to grow and change. Acknowledging past mistakes and growing and changing from them is really important, something I'm still learning and trying to do. But I think if we can all work on that and do that, maybe the world could be a better place.
Maybe everybody could be rich. If you're materially rich and you're spiritually poor, your money just serves to destroy you, and fast. So that's not wealth.
Right.
You've met people that's happened to.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Money is not the cure for poverty. No, you're naive if you think that. Money's opportunity. And if you're going to the devil and you have money, you just go to the devil faster.
A lot of people know me as Steve Will Do It's girlfriend. We started dating when I was 14. We went all throughout high school, and then he moved to LA, so then I moved with him, and then I kind of just watched him grow, and I've just been like following his lead. I was making like probably $3,000 a month off of streaming every single night, and I would even come home from Hooters in my Hooters uniform and start streaming at my mom's house. I started making more money streaming than I was at Hooters, so I just quit my job at Hooters.
I started dating Haley, and Haley is Christian, but I was atheist. I would ask her very hard questions to really challenge her because I loved her so much. I was making more money than I ever dreamed of. I love this girl that I'm with. I have everything I've ever wanted, and I feel nothing. Why do I feel empty? I started to pray and ask myself, like, what do I believe? And ultimately, I did land on Jesus, and I started developing a relationship with God. I can't believe I'm saying that, bro, because I literally would have absolutely clowned on myself 3 years ago. But whenever I started looking at who Jesus was and like even the things he said, like the things he taught, I realized like, wow, this is so loving. And if I can potentially have a relationship with him, I'm just gonna try. And now it is my source of joy. Like it is my source of love. It is my source of everything. Because I have that, I can go out into the world and do onto others like what I feel like I already have. It's real. Like I can't lie about who I am, and like I can't lie about where I get the source of joy and positivity. It's actually such a disservice to people that watch.